everyone, this is me Shweta Shah, and I'm back again on the Parent Partner Show. And I'm so very happy to be here today because it's a lazy afternoon and we are meeting here to discuss a very fundamental topic. And today on the Parent Partner Show, we will have a fun time discussion on something which is very important. That is, we have our children learning so many things, and there has been a time when our children were learning things through the online process due to covid, and now that we are back to the routine, the normal way of living, we are seeing our children going to school and happily enjoying, they're meeting their friends and they are having a very gala time, having the whole school environment, meeting so many children, their teachers after a long time. लेकिन ये सब प्रोसेस के अंदर हम लोग ये भी एक्सपीरियंस कर रहे हैं कि देर इज अ ह्यूज kind of a transition from how they used to study through the screen and how they are studying with a teacher right in front of them, and they are literally having to give their exams. First they used to give their online exams and now they're giving their offline exams like face-to-face exams, and that they have missed a little bit of studies and they have missed a little bit of real going to school. So might be ऐसा हो सकता है कि थोड़े बच्चों ने मिस किया है the study part, the actual study part, the way we used to do the writing or the way we used to learn our things, because everything was happening through a screen. So this is where a word called the learning gap comes in. What is learning gap? So, on Parent Partner Show, we discuss different topics related to parenting and raising our children, and how we can help our children, develop ways in with using their parents, so that we can overcome this kind of things that we are going through. Like learning gap को कैसे overcome कर सकते हैं? So, learning gap is actually a phase where the child is unable to cope up with whatever is being taught either by a parent or either by a teacher. So, that can be either at home or that can be either in the school. So, learning gap can be possible for all age group of children. Like it can be for toddlers, it can be for children who are growing up and they're going to enter the whole environment of a big school, or children who are already going to a big school. And it can happen with primary children or secondary level children. And learning gap is not a fault of either the child or the parent or the school. It is a process that has been incorporated due to the situations that may arise. Like you can say the covid had forced parents and the schools and the children to go into an online learning process. तो ये online learning process के अंदर the schools have tried the level best, parents have tried the level best that the child picks up everything that is being taught. The plus point was parents came to know actually how the whole teaching process goes about. तो किस तरह से बच्चा पढ़ता है, उसकी साइकोलॉजी क्या है स्टडीज को लेके, एवरीथिंग द चाइल्ड हैज बीन एबल to convey to a parent, because the parent was almost seeing every class being taken. So the inability to understand things that are being taught due to the online and offline mode of teaching, children might have skipped a little bit of the study part. So to overcome this learning gap, there are very wonderful ways of helping the child with removing the study gap. So how would we do this? So let me share a few ideas. So in spite of every situation that is going on, the extra homework, the assessments, the curriculum completion, the syllabus completion, the writing of homework and classwork, keeping everything aside, parent or teacher को ये समझना चाहिए कि we have to help the child. It is our duty and sole responsibility to help the child overcome the situation. We have not to make the child feel responsible for the situation or feel bad about the situation, but we have to help the child through this. So how would a parent or a teacher do this? So we have to come to an understanding that we have to build a relationship with the child. हमें बच्चे के साथ एक relationship build करना है ताकि the child trusts us, the child will feel yes there's someone to help me, and the child will not feel neglected or not feel burdened or not feel stressed. So Every parent and teacher has to understand that you have to be a fun parent or a fun teacher, or you have to come up with ideas which are very child centric, या फिर आपको इस तरह से चाइल्ड के साथ डील करना है ताकि उसको गिल्टी नहीं लगे और ऐसा नहीं लगे कि आई एम नॉट बीइंग एबल टू डू समथिंग. What we have to actually solve is we have to boost up the confidence, we have to boost up the morale of the child, and we have to help the child understand that yes, I can do it. मैं कर सकता हूँ, मैं कर सकती हूँ. तो ये किस तरह से पॉसिबल है, we are going to go through this. So we are going to help the child bridge the learning gap. So learn to be a fun teacher or learn to be a fun parent. तो ये फन टीचर और फन पेरेंट किस तरह से बन सकते हैं? लेट अस लर्न अबाउट अ फ्यू टिप्स. So first of all, you have to connect with your child. How do you connect with your child? You can connect with the child only if you think like a child and you act like a child and you understand the whole process of being a child. So it is not that you have to become childish or something, but yes, you have to understand the pace of their learning. What would they like to learn? How will they like to learn? And what will make the learning more easier? So we will learn through fun ideas. You have to incorporate creative teaching methods. Parents को creative way में child को lure करना है ताकि वो पढ़ाई की तरफ attract हो और ताकि जो gap build up हुआ है वो किस तरह से without stress fill up हो जाए. So you can even make the child draw concepts. एक idea है कि use art as a form of teaching. तो ड्राइंग, स्टिकर्स, इलस्ट्रेशंस या फिर पिक्चर्स, पिक्चर बुक्स रिलेटेड टू द स्टडी सब्जेक्ट. मतलब आप अल्फाबेट्स पढ़ा रहे हैं या फिर आप नंबर्स पढ़ रहे हैं या फिर आप जनरल नॉलेज, साइंस, मैथमेटिक्स और बड़े बच्चे सपोज पढ़ रहे हैं अबाउट द मोर एलोबरेट टॉपिक्स. सो एवरीथिंग हैज टू बी थ्रू द विजुअल. मतलब कुछ ऐसे विजुअल्स होने चाहिए ताकि इफ सपोज कोई रिटन कंटेंट बच्चे को नहीं समझ में आता है, द चाइल्ड इज नॉट बीइंग एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड अ रिटन कंटेंट, then you can as well make the child understand through the pictures, because pictures, graphs, diagrams are also a good medium of teaching. तो आपको एक फन कंसेप्ट इंट्रोड्यूस करना है स्टडी के साथ. सो इफ द चाइल्ड इज गेटिंग बग्ड with the reading or the writing, there is at least some way of connecting with the child. So make the child draw a concept. I am giving an example. Suppose कोई बड़े चाइल्ड के पेरेंट्स है और डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम है और बच्चे को डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम का पूरा जो पैराग्राफ लर्न करना है वो लर्न नहीं कर पा रहा है. So probably we'll start with a rough sketch. Okay, I'm trying to draw where the food goes from my mouth. Okay, after the food goes into the mouth through the tongue, it goes into the food esophagus, and then it's going further more in. So first we show the child the picture and try the child to come into that phase of yes, I can draw and learn also and I can label. ये हमारे टीचर्स करते हैं, लेकिन एज अ पेरेंट यू कैन इनकॉर्पोरेट दिस draw and learn kind of a process, see and do process at home as well. Suppose आप alphabet सिखा रहे हैं, तो alphabets में how the alphabet A, slanting line with the car going up, slanting down, a line coming down, a car coming down, and a car going across. From between is an A. So first you are teaching the child the concept of what is going to be done. मतलब मुझे alphabet A लिखना है तो मुझे नहीं लिखना आ रहा है, तो किस तरह से मैं ल्योर करूंगी चाइल्ड को, क्योंकि उसने एक ईयर स्किप किया है, प्रोबेबली उसने राइटिंग कभी किया ही नहीं है, तो हाउ विल द चाइल्ड गेट इनटू द प्रोसेस ऑफ राइटिंग. सो देयर हैज टू बी फन वेज ऑफ लर्निंग. सो ड्राइंग और आर्ट कुड बी अ गुड वे टू कनेक्ट. देन देयर कैन बी गेम्स. सो गेम्स, कैसे गेम्स? We can use games which are used for learning, like say atlas, like where the child can say the names of countries, of you can say uh, back to back. If you go to Google, you find out what is the game atlas. You can find number games, logical games. तो ये गेम्स थोड़ा थोड़ा चाइल्ड को ब्रश अप कराते हैं अपने नॉर्मल एकेडमिक पार्ट के लिए, लाइक अदर देन व्हाट इज एक्चुअली बीइंग टॉट. So you are helping the child to speak new words and learn new concepts, and maybe probably learn, if you're playing number games, then the child will even learn the process of addition, subtraction. And if you use writing games, which are related to spellings, handwriting, probably say Pictionary. Then you can use dumb charades. You can use, name, place, animal thing. There are so many games where you can teach a child to write words, learn new words, write spellings, improve handwriting, calligraphy, use calligraphy. Like get them calligraphy pens to improve their handwriting. You can even play Scrabble with them. Scrabble is also a good way of teaching spellings, forming words, two letters, three letters. And we can even ask our children to create a video on a topic that has been taught in school. Suppose you ask the child, what did you learn in school today? And if the child says a particular topic, say fractions, or say suppose wild animals. So, okay, let's make a video. So you can open a book and the child can take some pictures and probably record everything where you can find wild animals, like suppose on the television or in a magazine or in the newspaper. And you are making the child, you are introducing a new way of remembering things that have been taught. So that is a kind of a revision. Make videos, and you can interact with the child one on one by asking questions, by repeating things if you know the topic that has been taught, and asking questions pre-formatted every day, similar questions like what is 2 plus 2, or apple is red, or probably let us say some names of flowers. You say one, I'll say one. And it is prompting the child to revise in a informal way. So you are helping the child to revise or redo certain things so that learning becomes easy. And suppose say, what is the formula of water? H2O. That is for bigger children. And for smaller children, like you can even teach them seasons, like this is which season, rainy season or summer season. So you are giving the child an option and you are trying to incorporate a learning method through a question format. आप question पूछ के revision करा रहे हैं. So that is asking quick questions, asking quiz format. Teachers can use quizzes in their classes, and clapping or giving rewards to the children who do well. Then you can even revise by repeating the points in a fun way, like writing it down on a small note, sticking alphabets or numbers in the room, pictures of animals and birds. Every time we point out at some kind of an animal picture or a bird picture, or maybe a formula, or maybe any kind of a circulatory system or digestive system, probably, then you are trying to bring in a picture format learning again. So that is again a kind of a revision where you are not forcibly trying to pressurize the child, but you are helping the child to remember something just by looking at it. देख देख के भी काफी चीजें याद रह जाती है. You might have experienced this as a child or as an adult. Then today's second part. So a parent partner activity. I always share a parent partner activity on my show where a child or a parent can do something together. So I usually promote reading and writing. So today I will talk about creative writing. What is creative writing? Creative writing क्या है और आप किस तरह से आपके child के साथ creative writing practice कर सकते हैं? It can begin right from the age of say 4 years, or probably picture reading through picture books with small alphabetical words written, and big words written. So I'll show you, like suppose this is a picture book. There are lovely big pictures and there are big alphabet. The words are written in big alphabets. So if the child doesn't know how to write or read, initial stages of 3 years or 2 years, then probably they can see the pictures and relate to the alphabets. You can point out to the alphabets, you can pronounce words, you can teach them new words. And creative writing is, suppose I read the whole story to the child, whole story about a fox and a hen. Then, if the child is able to write, we will write the cue words down. Like, what are the main words? The hen, FOX, fox. You can use phonics, and then you can even ask the child to match the words and form a short sentence, and probably write their own story. If the child is a grown up, then probably by seeing the cover page, the child can even write a story of their own, changing the whole format. So they are using their imagination, they're using their ideas, they'll use their narration, their uh, ability to recreate things, and probably they will start liking writing and reading because children like challenging things. बच्चों को task देंगे ना तो उनको करना अच्छा लगता है. Like if you give them, oh, you have to finish this, ये करो, उससे अच्छा better है कि this is a game. If you finish this in 10-15 minutes or an hour, then probably you are a very very smart child and you are going to get a star or a sticker or something that the child likes. You're not luring the child to get something because you are doing something, but yes, you are motivating them and making them feel, oh wow, I can write, I can read. So use creative writing as a tool to bridge the learning gap. सो क्रिएटिव राइटिंग एक बहुत ब्यूटीफुल मीडियम है जहाँ आप चाइल्ड को कलरफुल पेपर्स दे सकते हैं. यू कैन गिव अ स्मॉल लिटिल बुकलेट. You can make the child make the booklet himself or herself and then ask the child to write down, draw pictures about, let the child draw the hen, suppose the story, draw your own hen on the fox, draw your own cover page, and write your own story, write your name written by. So it's a creative way of luring the child to read and write. So every time on the parent partner show, I'm going to come up with some nice idea to bridge the learning gap. So this time I just shared some common ideas, some creative ways you have to use to teach the child to feel more motivated, more self control, and more getting that feeling that yes, I will be able to do this. You never make the child feel that I cannot do this or I'm not being able to do this and there is no going after this. कि इसका कोई solution नहीं है. You never let the child down. As a parent, if you will not motivate your child, who else will? मतलब parents are the only ones who can give the greatest best push to leverage your child's ego or leverage your child's the positive ego I'm saying, and leverage the child's confidence and to make the child feel yes, there's someone to back me up. So, in today's parent partner show, you might have understood that बच्चों को सपोज कोई टॉपिक नहीं आता है, रीडिंग राइटिंग बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो रहा है, सो उनको कॉन्स्टेंटली वर्कशीट्स दे सकते हैं. वी कैन गिव देम worksheets which are a merge of things that have been taught before, थिंग्स जो मिस आउट हो गई है और अभी जो हो रही है उसके बीच का एक वर्कशीट होता है. दैट यू इनकॉर्पोरेट स्पेशल वर्कशीट्स एंड मेक देम डू दिस वर्कशीट्स एंड कीप मोटिवेटिंग देम and keep helping them. If you do a thing repeatedly 3 or 4 times a week, I think the child will at least pick up something. So you have to be patient as a parent, you have to be very caring as a parent, you have to cooperate with the school and you have to cooperate with your child and not push the child to overperform. वो child का बिल्कुल fault नहीं है. And different type of learners होते हैं, slow learners होते हैं, fast learners होते हैं. तो child की learning capacity के हिसाब से ही ये पूरा bridge gap bridge हो सकता है. So please understand one thing, you are there to help as a parent and not pressurize or push your child into unnecessary kind of stress. So be very very cool, be a fun parent as I told you, and try to help your child. A parenting humor. Now you and me as a parent might have encountered certain situations where your children catch you doing something wrong and they always pinpoint you. Like I have heard one of our, the person who created Parent Station, Harsha ma'am, she said that our children are like CCTV cameras. I heard her yesterday and I was so pleased to hear what she said. And yes, they keep watching what you are doing. So if you want your child to do certain good things, it's very important कि आप खुद क्या कर रहे हैं. Do you read? Do you read? Do you inspire your children to read? Do you write? Write a diary. Act करो. आप लिखेंगे, बच्चा रोज सोचेगा मम्मी डैडी क्या लिख रहे हैं. So You can say, I'm writing a story, or writing a story, I'm writing a journal, I'm writing a daily diary. So you're inspiring your child to write. See, I'm writing, I love it. Keep saying, I love it, I like it so much, I love reading. So ये इन्फेक्शियस होता है, आपको करते हुए देखकर शायद चाइल्ड इंस्पायर हो जाएगा. And nobody can inspire a child better than a parent. So be very watchful and careful of what you do, and your children will eventually do it. तो हर टाइम अच्छी चीजें करें, speak well, do good things, keep good hobbies, and address your children very nicely. And if you talk nicely to them, if you understand them, they will understand you back. So if you understand them, okay, learning thoda difficult hai, they will understand, no, no, I have to work hard. So this is how the whole process goes. And there had been a time when I saw a joke on television, like a stand-up comedian said that after the online and offline process, वो confusion जो चल रहा था, पहले बच्चे online पढ़ रहे थे, तो it was through a screen. And when the child goes to a real school, the child suddenly speaks close window, and he goes off to sleep, and the teacher says, what are you doing, like how can you sleep in class? So the child says, ma'am, I'm not sleeping, I have just put my picture off, like don't see me. Like the child is still in the online mode where you just put off the camera and the teacher can't see you, you're present but you're not present. So the children are going through a very hard phase. So this is jokes apart, but yes, उनका जो पूरा learning process था, suddenly it has changed. So maybe there are some problems. You will also find it very, very hard to match up this situation. But yes, take it very lightly. They are just children. They will learn. They will grow. They will become successful in life. So this is me, Shweta Shah, your parent partner at Parent Station, and I'm so very happy to be here on Sundays, where I take the parent partner show. And I also want to talk about Parent Station, which is a very wonderful platform where experts connect to our viewers through talk shows, expert talks. Like there are something talk shows like Ubata Sitara, where we bring up children who are achieving accolades at a very young age, and there are book reviews and toy reviews, and there are special quotes of the day. There is so much to explore in Parent Station, and I think you should see our videos on YouTube and on our Facebook page. Like them, share them, put your points. If you are a parent, you are facing something, put it in your comments. Please share videos with other similar parents and people who would both relate to what we are talking about. And yes, always be a partner to your child. And remember the parent partner activity that I taught you today. Read to your child, write with your child, and creative writing is a wonderful tool to connect with your children. So, have a good weekend, Sunday, enjoy, and that's a bye bye to you all. Have a great time.